gets onto the 210, which he could do, then he knows he's in for some more traffic, and something tells me that this guy does not want to keep fighting that traffic that he's been fighting for the better part of the last hour or so. That's just a guess, but obviously he may have a destination in mind, and that might be taking priority. In any event, he's going northbound now on the 215 freeway towards the Cajon Pass. We'll see. A wild, look at them, cutting off that Mack truck. A wild swerve in front of that 18-wheeler. A great move if you're trying to lose those officers, but there's plenty behind them to make up for that last-minute move. Another wild left-hand turn through that, fortunately, green light. And now this pursuit, again, back on surface streets, taking on a more dangerous profile here. And now we can expect a possible pit maneuver here if they see an opportunity. One has to believe that pit maneuver has been authorized by now.
You would think, and it almost looked like that pursuing officer thought about it and just kind of realized there were too many cars around. But once you see a vehicle like this being pursued take wild movements like that, you can feel the desperation and the danger ratchet up pretty quickly and pretty noticeably. And it seemed like that officer knew what was going on, realized what was happening here, and thought about it, but then just didn't have the situational go ahead to be able to pull that off. And now we are on Highland Avenue, back on side streets. You know, we said early on here that it was an uneventful pursuit, and that's what you want to see from law enforcement's perspective. Blowing through a red light, it just turned green, but you see people there. I don't know if that was a baby stroller or a shopping cart, but you see people at intersections, and you have a car going this fast, Chris, you start talking about some real dangerous possibilities.
You've got innocent motorists left and right, pedestrians. What was an uneventful pursuit may very quickly become very eventful. Here comes the pit right along the right fender there, and spinning that Mercedes out of control, doing a full 180 and disabling that vehicle for now. We'll see if there's anything left in the tank there. He has come to a complete stop. He is now facing southbound, face to face with these 3 CHP units. Head on now with his hands and arms in the air, driver getting out of the vehicle. It is over for him. He understands that that vehicle wasn't going anywhere, and his time is up. The driver calmly giving up here, proned out, assuming the position right there in front of those officers, appears to be obeying the commands. But remember, there are 2 other suspects that we are aware of inside that vehicle. So a textbook pit maneuver to finish this guy off and end this pursuit exactly the way they train at the academy. A perfect 180 face-to-face with those officers. Immediately they all jumped out, and the suspect fortunately gave up as they now attempt to detain the driver of that Mercedes-Benz. Again, we don't know if that Mercedes belongs to this guy or perhaps if it was indeed a stolen vehicle. We only know that the original one was burglary. These are burglary suspects as CHP and it appears San Bernardino Sheriff now involved in this pursuit as they appear to be taking over this arrest here. It looks like a number of different agencies, including, does that say ATF? I'm not sure. What does that vest say?
It says police.
It's just police. Okay, I'm sorry.
Police, yeah.
I thought I saw, I thought I saw something else.
I think it says Laverne.
It could be a number of different agencies, including Laverne, which is not too far away. Also, you've got Fontana and San Bernardino. In any event, you can see them still very cautiously pointing their weapons at that vehicle.